All right, you were in front of Judge Hill back on June 10th, and we reset the case for today's dates to allow you the opportunity to see discovery, the police reports from the prosecutor's office on that case. I don't know whether you've received that yet. Have you received the police reports from them, the discovery?
I got the police reports. They're all false.
Okay, so
I couldn't see the video from the police camera.
Okay.
I don't know why. I mean,
sometimes I think I've seen that they send a link.
To this day, I can't get that.
You weren't able to do that. So it might be worthwhile having a follow-up conversation with them, because what you're saying to me is you don't agree with the facts that are in the police report, number one, and you couldn't review the video that you were hoping to be able to see, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but I also just want to, try and get this done.
And that's
I got things to do. This is taking a lot of my time right now.
I understand, and that's part of the process. Obviously, when you get charged with a criminal offense, it can take some effort to get it resolved. All I can do at this stage is give you the options that you have. You haven't entered a plea to any charge. If you decide to plead guilty to the charge, then we would go forward with a guilty plea. But if you'd like to have a conversation with the prosecutor and have a follow-up conversation with them, you could do that this morning.
I honestly don't know what to do anymore, because this is just going to take up more time waiting for a prosecutor. I'm not guilty. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I don't know how else to say it to you guys. But I don't know what else to tell you, honestly, dude. I've been dealing with you guys for a lot, for unreasonable reasons, for false accusations. I just want to be done, man. Get the fuck out of here. Be done with you guys in my life. Continue with my life and my family, my kids. You guys have just gotten accusations, false accusations from people that don't even fucking know me. You guys take the charges, hammer me with them, and try and get money and 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 money off me every fucking time. I'm done with it. I'm fucking sick and tired of you guys. The police charged me with shit that I should not even got. I got my ass fucking handed to. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I got my fucking company, my kids. I stood like this and let these people beat the shit out of me. I do not deserve anything of what you guys are giving me. I do not deserve any of these fucking charges. Okay. I got my fucking ass beat by 5 guys, and that's brawling? How is that brawling? They jumped me. That's all there is to it.
Kevin's anger is palpable in the first clip. From the moment he begins speaking, you can feel the frustration and pain he's carrying. Imagine being caught up in a legal system that makes you feel like your entire life is under a microscope and it's based on false accusations. This isn't just about defending himself in court. It's about defending his reputation, his freedom, and his life. The constant battle, the stress, the false charges, it's enough to break anyone. And yet, Kevin's determination to clear his name is undeniable. He says, "You guys have just gotten accusations, false accusations. I just want to be done."
That's the truth right there. I don't know what the fuck you guys gotta keep sorry for my language, what you guys gotta keep investigating for 3-4 fucking months.
So let me try to, and I want you to take a couple deep breaths if you don't mind.
This is taking my time, man.
I understand.
Last time I came here, I lost work. I couldn't pay my rent because of that shit.
So can you pause for a moment so I can respond to what you said?
Well, at least you gave me time to talk, so thank you. You guys never give us fucking time to talk.
I want you to be able to be heard, and
I want this to be done. I didn't do nothing.
I understand what you're saying. I just want you to understand the judicial process.
I know the traditional process, and it's all bullshit.
It sounds like you don't understand the roles. Let me explain.
I do understand.
I don't have any.
I've been in the system since I was 13 years fucking old, dude.
All right.
You guys do not let me go.
Can I speak? I just want.
Go ahead.
We can both speak, but you got to let me talk too. Okay. I don't have any authority over the executive branch, which is the prosecutors and the police department. They may have decided that they think that there's a charge that they can prove against you. My job is to make sure that you have your fair rights addressed here in court. The only way we can do that in a fair way is for me to tell you about the charge that's been presented to you.
She does, right?
What's that?
She does, right?
She's the prosecutor.
Yeah, she should have that what you're saying, because I spoke to her last time.
She does have the ability to make decisions on how the prosecutor's office wants to proceed with the case. That's her.
I don't want to take time to talk to her on the outside.
You
Do
do,
this now?
you want to talk? Well, there are other people in front of you, so she may not be able to meet with you this moment, but yes, you
No, but
can have a
you said she has
conversation.
an offer for me. You said she has a case that she could file against me.
She doesn't have there's not an offer in the file from,
So what's gonna happen? Are we just gonna reschedule this hearing again and go through the same
we
steps?
don't need to reschedule it yet. You're here today. If you'd like to have a conversation with Ms. Keller, when it's your turn to speak with her, you'll have that opportunity.
It's heartbreaking to see someone reach a boiling point like this, not just with the system, but with a life that feels out of their control. Charlie, the judge, in contrast, remains composed, trying to break through Kevin's anger with calm reasoning. While Kevin's outbursts are loud and raw, the judge's response is a reminder of the patience required to navigate the judicial system. But let's not mistake the judge's calm for indifference. This is a balancing act, trying to ensure justice is served without letting emotions overpower the process. It's frustrating to be told, I just want you to understand the judicial process when the system feels like an enemy, not a fair player. The irony here is thick. Kevin is desperate for closure, yet he feels like the very system that's supposed to help him is just dragging him further into a hole.
To a charge. Have you taken a position with respect to the fees associated with that, Ms. Keller?
Your Honor, given this situation, Mr. Bello has had to move. He's traveling a significant distance to see his kids. The city's going to ask for a waiver of fines and fees.
Okay. So it's case number 2025-2616. There is a deferred prosecution offer in the file. The condition of the deferred prosecution is that you number one, not be charged anywhere in the next 3 months with a charge of a criminal offense that results in a guilty finding. And then the other condition is that you make a good faith effort to complete mediation through the Community Mediation and Resolution Center for the City of Boulder. So you'll be given their contact information. You're going to still have a quick meeting with Fernanda, who's our probation officer. She's going to give you the information for the community mediation folks. I don't get to decide what good faith effort means because I think you and Ms. Keller have had that conversation. But you're going to need to at least contact those folks and be willing to participate in a mediation. That's what you'd be expected to do. Based on the request from Ms. Keller, I'm going to waive the deferred prosecution fees associated with the case. And it might be worthwhile for some follow-up from the prosecutor's office with the mediator so that they're familiar with what your expectation is. I wouldn't want to get a letter back saying the person's failed to comply and then we have to address it.
I can reach out to them today and just give them a heads up.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, my sincere hope is that this will lead to a better living situation for everybody.
Okay, thank you for that, Ms. Keller. And then I want to just pull up the other case because there were two cases that were filed here. One is the older case. We didn't address that on the record, but I want to make sure that we have addressed it. This is case number 2024-2805. So back in June on that case, if you'll recall, you were in court. At that time, Mr. Bello, you pled guilty to a charge of making unreasonable noise. And I imposed fines and costs, suspended most of those fines and costs on the condition that there be no similar violations. I'm sorry, not making unreasonable noise and use of fighting words. And so there was a show cause order issued in that case. So I want to just check in with Ms. Keller on the show cause situation. It was scheduled for a show cause advisement for today's date. Obviously, the allegation was based on the new charge with the deferred prosecution. It's not technically resulting in conviction. So do you have a position with respect to how we should proceed on the old case?
Your Honor, since the new charge doesn't technically result in a conviction, I think the city should withdraw the show cause.
Okay, so there won't be any action taken on the other case. Thank you for that, Ms. Keller. I'll make a notation for our probation officer. CA withdraws motion for show cause. That case will remain open. Let's see, it was a suspended sentence for 12 months, so it remains open. Well, at this point it doesn't because it was June 11th when you entered into that case last summer, and it was a 12-month suspended sentence. So my understanding would be that there would be no longer be any conditions at this juncture on that case because the 12-month suspended sentence has now been completed.
That makes sense to me.
Okay. So that case can close. So just one case will be open. We'll have you meet with Fernanda. She'll go over all of this with you. She's going to give you the contact information. I'm going to waive the deferred prosecution fee. And you'll have to contact community mediation to get go through the mediation process through the city. All right. Any questions for me?
No, sir, apologize.
Thank you.
Apologize.
Okay. I know it's emotional. Down to see Fernanda. Be polite with her, please. She doesn't.
I will.
Be hassled.
You guys actually worked with me this time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the time we reach the final segment, there's a sense of both relief and lingering confusion. The case is moving toward resolution, but it's not the clear-cut justice Kevin was hoping for. The offer of a deferred prosecution means that he won't have to plead guilty, but there's still this feeling that the system is imposing terms on him. The emotional weight of the case hasn't lifted. Kevin's frustration is evident when he says, "You guys actually worked with me." This line holds so much weight. It's not just about the mediation or the deferred prosecution. It's about feeling like you're being heard, even if it's only a little. Kevin's apology and final resignation show a man who's emotionally exhausted by the whole ordeal.